Hello guys, it is your boy Rag. Today we are harvesting some vegetables, everything from sugar beet to red beet to green beans, peas, and potatoes and a few other things. I'm currently in my agri patch, beet harvesting. We are playing on Zelonka, the Platinum expansion map from FS22 that carried over into FS25. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I was playing some FS22 earlier because I was trying out some mods that just released yesterday, and somebody just released a case construction excavator, and I have every single excavator mod pretty much that's on console. I have it downloaded. I used to have the NMC modding one, but when the Volvo came out I had to delete it, I think, because I needed space. I don't remember, but that one's pretty good too. But yeah, that's the only one I don't have, and I really hope that case excavator from Kenny Modding comes to FS25. There's a lot of mods both from FS19 and FS25 that I hope, and FS22 that I hope comes to this game, FS25. Obviously, I know I can't have every single mod downloaded at the same time, but you know. When it comes to mods, I'm a modaholic. I go crazy. I have like most of my saves on FS22 is just packed with vehicle mods. Like literally packed. Yeah, that patch they put out, it did fix some things. It also did make certain things a little annoying, like some parts of driving made the steering get a little funny. But, I mean, it did feel a little more realistic what they did with the steering, but at the same time, some vehicles are kind of annoying to drive now, like, especially the car. But I guess we'll just have to get used to it. Unless they change it, and now my vehicle is having a little bit of a wobble. I don't know why, but oh well. Alright, let's go over to my spinach field and harvest some spinach. I know I'm not finishing up the field in one go, but it's just I'm trying to pack as much content into one video as possible. Therefore, I have to do this. Otherwise, I would have to do a live stream, which I don't really want to do in case my game crashes. I do plan on doing live streams of this game, but I want to do that when the game is more stable, when they've patched it a lot more, so that I know that it's not going to crash, because the crashes are very unpredictable sometimes in this game. Like, sometimes they can be a little predictable, but other times they can just happen completely randomly. So, speaking of crashes, let's save in case that happens. But yeah. Also, I know if my game were to crash, I would have to restart this recording, which is pain in the ass, but oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, we're harvesting some spinach. Oxbow MKB4TR. I really hope they add the other Oxbow machines, like the four-wheeled slurry harvester and the like. If you ever played FS22, the four-wheeled one, unlike the three-wheeled one with like a turning one wheel at the front. There used to be a four-wheeled one in FS22, and in the beginning it was called Ploger because that was the brand that these machines used to be under before they turned into Oxbow. And then later on, when they added the Oxbow pack to FS22, they changed all the Ploger machines to Oxbow. But there's another machine I want to see is the grape harvester that can be turned into one that has a pipe that you have to constantly unload into a trailer whilst harvesting the grapes. And there's also a configuration for it where you can turn it into a grape orchard fertilizer spreader instead of harvesting. So like instead of harvesting the rows, you can fertilize, and not only fertilize the row, but you can actually fertilize multiple rows at the same time. I think it's like 4 or 5 rows, I don't remember. Like it has some arms that stick out on the side and they fertilize like a few rows at a time. Unlike the normal vineyard fertilizer that can only fertilize like I believe 1 or 2 rows at a time. So yeah, there's a few machines I would love to see return. I'm also looking forward to new machines as well, of course. Yeah, once I've gotten this to, once I've gotten this to 90%, I'm going to switch to another field and do some more work just so I can fit as much content into this video as possible. Depends how quickly this thing fills up. Like, I might just abandon it midway through, but I'm not sure yet. You know what, let's get it up to 70%, and then we'll switch machines. And then I might go back to it towards the end of the video, I'm not sure. Like, obviously, I would love to finish this field in the video, but my PlayStation only allows me to record an hour at a time for each video, so gotta do that. Otherwise, I would have to live stream it, like I said. So yeah, let's just switch vehicle now, actually. Let's do a little bit of pea harvesting, and then let's do 2 rows or lines, and then we'll head to the red beet. Oh yeah, I wish there was a fully self-contained version of the wolf. This one, the wolf Zikiv, I don't know how to pronounce it. The wolf Zikiv, or you know what? I'm just gonna call it the wolf vegetable harvester. I wish there was one that actually had like a hopper where the veggies would collect so that you wouldn't have to drive next to it. Because you have to put it in AI mode and drive next to it. Unless you're in multiplayer. Because I really like the machine, and I would love to just fully drive it on my own without having to have a... Another option, of course, would be if they made AI mode able to have a AI control whatever vehicle has to drive next to it, but that's a little tricky, you know, because the AI can be quite stupid already. I mean, it has definitely improved for this game, like especially considering there's GPS in it now, which makes it even easier for the AI to actually do its job properly. But it would be nice if they had a AI that could actually drive next to your vehicle and unload, like whenever you put the pipe out to unload the vehicle, it'll follow your vehicle next to it like in real life, and then let you empty the vehicle. But I assume the reason that's not a thing is because it's extremely hard to make it work well with AI workers, because, you know, the AI workers sometimes drive around really stupidly, and sometimes they just don't do what you want them to do, you know, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, so, yeah. But, you know, it's not awful. But yeah, that's definitely something they need to add in the future of Farming Simulator. Like, maybe not in the next game, maybe not in the game after that, but sometime in the future, like probably a long time in the future, because obviously they have to really finesse the AI system before they do something like that, because I assume that it can be pretty hard to implement, and to implement it in a way where it actually works really well. Because working with AI is not easy. Because, you know, you gotta make it work well, and that's not always the easiest task. Oh, perfect. We can unload this thing. Yeah, this thing doesn't have the biggest capacity. I mean, this tank looks big, but I assume most of that tank does not contain the peas. I assume this round, half round tank thing, I assume that's not really a tank. I assume it's actually a place where the belts are spinning around, separating the peas from the plant. Because if you notice, whenever you harvest, on the sides, there's clippings of peas coming out the sides of the vehicle. So I assume that's how it works. Now, I don't know that for sure, because I'm not an expert with these machines. I only really got introduced to these machines when they added them to this game. I think I've only seen them on YouTube like maybe once before. Because after I started playing Farm Sim a few years back, I have started watching the farming machinery on YouTube. Because I like machinery, it kind of fascinates me. Like, that's why I'm playing this game in the first place, because one, I like vehicles, but I also like machines, and I also just like the freedom that Farming Simulator gives you. Because unlike other games, where you have a lot of restraints, this game is very free. Like, you're not forced to do a lot of stuff. Like say for example, if you were harvesting peas and you find it really boring, you can just do something else. Heck, you don't even have to do farming in this game. If you wanted to, you could just grab a car and start driving around. Or you could go in a truck and pretend to play Truck Simulator. So it's a very free game, which is why I like it. And because, of course, I like machines. And it is also semi-open world. I mean, I say semi. It is fully open world in terms of the map. Like, you can go pretty much all over the map, except, like, you see where my cursor stops? That's the edge of the map. Like, I assume the invisible wall probably starts somewhere around here. But obviously you can see there's water and stuff outside that edge, but you can't go there, unfortunately. Like, the black parts of the map is not the edge of the map. That's like, you can't even go all the way over there. Like, the only area you can go inside is within where you see all the numbered fields. Like, for example, within the edges of this is where you can go. Or within the edges of this. But you can go all the way over this place in the middle. Like, there's no place within here where you can't really go. I mean, of course, there's areas where you can't really take a machine because there's, like, width restrictions, but, like, if you drive a car that's small enough, you can obviously drive into the little roads here, stuff like that. Oh yeah, what was I gonna do? I was gonna go to the red beet harvester. Well, not red beet harvesters. It used to be just beet harvesters, but the new update made them able to harvest red beets as well, which is really good. Because I was actually always wondering, why don't the beet machines harvest red beet? Because they didn't harvest red beet in FS22, and in my opinion, that made no sense. So I was like, huh, okay, I guess they don't harvest red beets in real life either. But I assume since they've added that, that means they probably do. Because I don't think they would have added the ability to harvest red beet in the game if they didn't in the real life. And usually it's only modders that make machines that can harvest things that they normally wouldn't harvest. Like, there have been modders on FS22 that have made versions of this that can harvest, what? Let me think. Like, the Colossus mod has machines similar to this one that can harvest carrots and potatoes and stuff. I think even cotton, if I remember correctly. And this thing does not harvest cotton in real life, but it's just basically a cheap mod that, for people that just want to go a little crazy. And it also has that mod also has a configuration where you can harvest super quickly. Like, you can make it go way, way faster than realistic harvesting speed. Yeah, that's why I love the game, because it gives you a lot of freedom to do what you want to do. Like, you can play the game how you want to play it. Actually, now that I think about it, I also want to buy a manual harvester machine for this, so that I can, I think, either for beets or potatoes. Let me check. Oh no, this is potato planters. This one. I haven't really tried. Oh, we got the little orbs. This is the potato harvester. This is the beet harvester. This one, it says you need to use the defoliator before you can harvest, but that's only for normal beets. If you use the Amity harvester scrub on red beet, you don't need to use the defoliator, by the way. So, in case you wonder about that, this machine, the defoliator, you only need to use that on normal beets, not on red beets. At least as of right now. I don't know if they're going to change that in the future, but you can directly harvest it with the other one. Just like the normal, basically just like the normal beet harvesters like these. Even with normal beets, these you don't need to use a defoliator. Oh yeah, I just noticed. In previous farm sim games, I swear there were some potato harvesters where you needed a defoliator as well, but I just noticed there's no potato defoliator. So I guess that's not a thing anymore? I don't know. See if we can get rid of those orbs. There we go. I think I want to sell that one. And that one as well. Not that one. Let me think. Think. The Grimmy Potato Harvester. I assume it's a German brand, so I assume the actual pronunciation is Grimme. Actually, let's use the money cheat signs for a second. Oh yeah, I gotta build them. I tend to play this game semi-legit sometimes. Like, I do sell stuff in the game, but I tend to use the money signs because I want to, for the most part, I just want access to all the machines. And the reason why I put 4 is because it seems to give me more money. Like, it'll give you 4 million in a month, but I tend to do it this way, where I just speed up the time. Okay, yeah, I think 3 million is plenty enough. I don't think I need more than that, unless I end up buying more machines in the future. And I do probably want to change this layout a little bit. Like, I want to use these, but at the same time, there's a super tight spot right here with some of these machines where I can't really get it to park properly there because some of these machines are so large. So you have to kind of turn really weirdly. So I might move my vehicle storage area to a different spot. This is where I store my oxbow machines. But yeah, let's park this up and get a larger tractor. Actually, let's go for a Fendt. And let's take this one to other potato field and let's turn this around. Oop. I just had a terrible accident there. Let's see, what field is that? 64. Field 64. And by the way, there is traffic in this game if you haven't played it before, but I've turned it off just to kind of balance the game for now while the game is a bit unstable due to the issues with it. Oop, let me turn it a little too crazy there. Actually, maybe I'm going to need a different one for this, because the tracks make it turn a little weird sometimes. I don't know, let's give it a try, see how it goes. I mean, it's harvested. Anyways, let's go to what we actually were doing. Oh, let's have to reset that. Notice I missed a spot. Keep that updated. That's just terrific information. Some of my favorite equipment for FS22 is the Brazilian equipment. Like, I like the way it looks and stuff like that, and one of my most played maps is one of the Brazilian maps that was added that was mainly added for the Jackdaw equipment, which is a Brazilian brand that is added through mods. This modder was collaborating with Jackdaw. I think he's called Connect Modding. I think he's the one that made that, if I remember correctly. He made a lot of Brazilian brands and machines. Like, I've always been fascinated by the Brazilian agricultural stuff for fronts, and I'm looking forward to see what we're going to add to FS25. I hope some of the stuff from, like for example, I hope the Jackdaw coffee bean harvester comes to FS25 and they add a map with coffee beans. Unless they're able to add actual crops directly to mod hub, but I assume since consoles are very strict when it comes to scripts, assume that might not be possible unless it's added via a map. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Okay, next red beet field is there. Let's buy this one as well so we have it. And then let's sell this one. I had a feeling that was going to be a bad idea. Let's not get our header trailer. Actually, I could just put this on the trailer even though I'm going to use it pretty much immediately. There we go. Now. There we go, on the road again. Let's just do a quick save. What field was it? A1. Field A1. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, let's take the truck. And the tractor. Just gotta fill up the truck first. truck. Oh, please, you kind of jackknifed a little bit there. Why did I buy a harvested field? I remember now. It's because actually, I'll keep it because I believe spinach regrows. Let me see the states of the fields that I've bought. This one I don't know if I need because I'm not sure if green bean regrows on its own. I'll keep it for now and just see what happens. Anyways, let's get back to it. Back to it. About 54%, 55% full. Yeah, I'm also going to show you guys where I store these, because I have a mod that, I think yesterday somebody released a storage tank, finally, that can also hold root crops. Apparently it can hold liquids as well. So I have stored red beets, peas, spinach, and what's that again in English? I gotta think. There's green beans, and there's, God, what was the name of that thing? Parsnips. There we go. Parsnips. In my language, it's called pastinak. So yeah, I'm storing it in that, and then whenever I decide to take it to a production or something, I can just do that. Because I don't really want to sell it right away. I want to try to accumulate as much crops as possible. Because I like looking at the big numbers. And I have a whole bunch of crops, and then I can, once I've accumulated a whole bunch of it, and then I can take it to production and sell it at a grain place or whatever. Or take it to my own productions if I decide to go there. Or if I purchase them. Now that I think about it, I probably should. Where's the potato factory? Because I swear there's a potato place somewhere. Oh, that's a lime station. That's a farmer's market. Where is that's the supermarket. Oh yeah, that's the BGA plant. That's the forestry place. Warehouse. Rent train. Grain mill. There we go. Potato. I assume it's potato. I don't know what the English word is. Shit. Potato processing facility is the only thing I can think of. Let's buy that for 300K. It produces potato chips, but you need a certain types of ingredients to deliver. You need either, you can make them with sunflower oil, canola oil, or olive oil. And obviously potatoes. Let's see what type of fields there are that produces oil. Well, they don't produce oil, but, you know, I gotta produce the oil. Or I could buy it from the warehouse, which would be a waste of money in a way, but it is a possibility if you want to do that. Actually, let's do that. Let's buy a bunch of oil. Ooh, a collectible, I think. and I can't do anything to it. Don't know why. I think that's a collectible, unless it's Man, I really want to pick up that golden apple. Why doesn't it let me pick up the golden apple? Oh well. Where's the oil? Let's see. Let's make them with olive oil. Let's be a little bit fancy. 6 pallets. Let's get a truck that can transport those. Let's buy another one of these. And then we obviously need a forklift. So we're gonna go for, let's go for this one. And then we're gonna need a trailer to transport it. Let's see if this one will work. I know that's a problem with the hitches for certain vehicles and trailers at the moment, so it probably won't. Like this should fit on this, but for whatever reason it doesn't. I know in FS22 it would have fit, but oh well. Let's do the opposite. Let's just drive this over there for now. And now let's, oh yeah, save. Let's grab this tractor. Actually, let's transport it with a rented one that's a little faster. Just to save a little time. Where's a quick one? Trying to see if there's any that goes up to 70 kilometers an hour. There's not. If there was a JCB, it probably would have either 60 or something. This seems to be the fastest one. use that. I don't think we're gonna make it to the potato factory before the video ends, but we'll at least be able to load some oil pallets onto the trailer. So now that I think about it, we could just have different types of potato chips. Really buy some more oil. Oh! Well, that's not good. Run a little too fast around that turn. Oh no. Don't tell me what I think has happened. Oh, we've managed to get out of it. The forks or pallets seem to get stuck in the ramp or something. That seems to not have been fully patched, and now I am struggling because of a weird angle. So let's pull the truck up a little closer. Make it a lot easier. People with OCD will find the very unstraight levels of those pallets annoying, I know. Sorry. Don't worry, if it helps, it bothers me as well, but I'm just trying to load it. Actually, yeah, let's buy some other oils if you want. Let's buy some canola oil and sunflower oil. But that's not going to be in the video, unfortunately, but I don't like how uneven that palette is, but it'll work for now. Oh, that's... I had to raise the forks a bit. See if we can grab both of these. Indeed we can. Now for the tricky part, and that's making sure that the other pallets don't fall off. Oops. Oops. One of the forks are kind of it's on, but it's not. Start gently push them. There we go. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And this is me, Rag, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.